Hi. Hello. How are you? Hi again. My name is Jacob. You can call me Jake. My friends call me Jake, and I want you to be my friend, so you can call me Jake. I am a man of many things. I act, I can sing and dance. Obviously, that means that I've been in a couple musicals, which is just a thing that I do from time to time. I don't know why I haven't been doing those quite often, but I haven't been doing that recently. Probably because of my job. It's been at night when rehearsals and auditions would be. So, that. I also write a bit, and I'm working on directing. It's not my best thing, so working on that. But my main plan is to have a theater major and go off to college, do that, see where it takes me, make an improv group, theater troupe, something like that. I often push the fact that I'm such a good actor. Obviously, I'm very prideful, which might be a good thing, but then again, it's why the devil was sent to hell to be the devil, so there's that. That kind of bums you out. But I still think that's a good thing. If you don't have confidence in yourself, then what do you have? But there's a difference between confidence and just being a complete asshole. I'm better than you. I'm not better than you. You're probably really great. I can't play guitar. Like, so many people I know can play the guitar. I'm just like, how the fuck do you do that? That's incredible. It's like, you can sing? I can sing, sure. I'm very good at singing, but if I wanted to play the guitar, I just couldn't do it. I don't have the attention span. I have ADD, so. Another thing about me. Well, obviously, I'm just talking about myself here, so I'll continue to do that. But really, I just wanted to say a few things. Maybe I'll put this up on the internet. I'm thinking about it. If I do, hi internet, how are you? If not, hi myself. This is another video that you made and didn't decide to put up. Anyways, I have problems, like everybody. But that's just one thing. The problems that I have aren't easily worked out like everybody else just works out their problems. I mean, not that it's easy. Trust me. For me, it's not. I'm sure the same goes for you guys. But here's the thing. For you, you talk it out with friends. Me, I've never been able to ask for help. I'm getting better at that. I need to actually ask for help for a lot of things now, since, well, the job that I have has me doing stuff that I actually don't know a lot about. So, there's that. But how I work out my problems, like my personal problems, is obviously a little different than other people would do it. I'm good at creating stories, which, again, I said I'm a writer. I write stories. Sometimes I have splotted stories, like, take for instance, singular timeline, I have this part and this part, and I don't know what happens here. So sometimes I need to work out things to fill in. So there's that. Another thing is the fact that I am very into fantasy. I do that sort of geek stuff. Obviously, you can see the Doctor Who, Wizard, Pokemon. These are all things I like. I don't have a 3DS, so don't ask me about X and Y. But I've always been a fan of Pokemon. I actually played the original Red. Played Red because I had a Game Boy. That was the only game system I had when I was a kid. I got off topic. This is going to happen a lot, just so you know. I tend to get off topic. Here's the thing. I make stories. So when I have problems, I make stories. So let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a young man. He was in high school, you see, and it was his senior year. He didn't really care what happened to him, as long as by the end of senior year, he had somebody to share the end with. So obviously, he was looking for companionship, like most men are. So he's been looking and looking. Thinks he finds it. Then it turns out, literally a week later, that he was wrong. And then there is this other one. This one girl that he meets out of nowhere. An old friend that used to be in the theater with him, but because everybody hated him for some reason, got kicked out. Well, not kicked out, but left because everybody hated him. Again, I don't remember why. Then he starts hanging out with him because he knows geek stuff, like our good friend. And the young man starts to hang out with this man. Let's call him Devin. So Devin is hanging out with him again and introducing him to people. Then there's this small group of very odd people. Very diverse, strange, nice, and interesting. But one of them catches his eye. He's loud. Pretty loud. He met her before, but didn't really notice her. And she didn't really remember either. So, here's what happens. He starts to like her. He says, hey, we should hang out sometime. She says, okay. So, give me your hand. She starts drawing on it. Then also writes her number. He, of course, puts it into his contacts. Then calls her later to hang out. They go to a fast food joint. It's winter, so he has to walk through the snow and a couple of slushy places. And sits down in a fast food joint and doesn't order any food. Starts flirting, kind of one-sided, since she's not really doing anything, but It seems to be working anyways. They head back to her house. Walks in. Then meets her dad, who's playing online games. Cool. Sounds fun. They watch a movie in her kitchen on a laptop while eating ramen noodles. They're sitting there when she gets up and goes to put on the sweater. She says that she's cold. And taking this as a sign, he puts his arm around her. Then, a few moments pass. But this is where the story can diverge. Like all things, there are choices. And in life, choices sometimes go astray. So this is where our crossroads happen. So, what do we do? Here's the option. He looked down and noticed that she looked at him. But when they locked eyes, he didn't do anything. Or did he? Did he sneak a kiss? And then things heated up. Started not paying attention to the movie. Started paying attention more to each other. Started talking more. Kissing more. And then when he finally left, I went home smiling. And the next day, they were pretty much together. And then that continued for a while. Turns out that it would be just a happy ending. Did that happen? Or did he miss his opportunity? Did he, instead, too nervous to act, look back to the laptop, continue watching, showing her that he maybe just preferred to be friends? When she mentioned that she wanted to sneak a kiss, but it should have been him that did that. He felt stupid. Felt like he missed a chance and potentially lost the girl that he loves. That's the question. Was it a right move? Cut to year or two later. Year and 2-3 months. Something like that. And you have the girl and her new boyfriend, who's apparently a gangbanger, but left, and won't shut up about how much he's had sex with her. Or on the other hand, when our young man did take the bait and kissed her, they might be happily together, or maybe not. This is a problem that I've had. Jake, had a girl that got away. It's a story that everybody has. The one that got away. And this is why I want to feel more confidence in myself. This is why everybody, I think, should take that chance, no matter what it is. Just think, would it be better or would it be worse? And jump. If you don't take the jump, then you'll never know. That is my story. Hopefully I'll have more. But until then, thanks for listening. And I hope to see you again. By the way, I have a couple other things. One, I have an alias. My name is AWESOMAN in that alias. And I do some nerdy geek stuff with AGS, which is Anime Gamer Station. You should check us out if you want some fun stuff. Me and my friend Devin, who I did mention, are in it. And he also has an alias, so you don't know which one he is. He's obviously the black one, though. Anyways, don't know if you care, but I'm gonna try to post a few more of these. See what happens. If I don't get any hits, whatever. But I gotta be confident in myself. If I don't take the jump, I won't know. It's kind of like a challenge to myself. But again, thanks for sticking around. AWESOMAN out.